Hi guys, how you going? So about 6 months ago, I had the opportunity to speak to a couple of YouTubers and sit down and talk with them about a certain topic known as urban exploration. And this was for a documentary that I was planning at the time. Now, this documentary has since been delayed due to various responsibilities, but I still wanted to put these talks out there because I think that they were very engaging and interesting all around. So, one of the people I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with was a guy known as SapLow. He's a Minecraft YouTuber and editing extraordinaire. So, yeah, without further ado, here's the talk. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Um, I called you here today to talk about
Mm.
Boogie Fort. No, I'm just joking.
Oh yeah, so when are you recording? Are you recording right now?
Yeah, but this is like
Yeah, actually, I've no idea. I forgot what the reason was that we were gonna call. If you told me, I didn't ask.
no, I didn't. I didn't really tell you. But we'll get to that in a moment. Well, actually, I'll just say it right now. You and
Mhm.
Z-Man have made a few videos exploring free servers so far: Quattro,
Oh
Legion,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and Folkhack.
yeah, yeah.
So, like, that's what I wanted to bring you here about. Like, chat to you
Really?
for like 15 minutes,
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
because I'm making this documentary. I think, like I said, it won't be done until like September or some shit. But
Mm.
about exploring abandoned shit.
Oh, let's go.
So I was like wondering. Well, actually, let's start somewhere like pretty early. Have you always been Saplo online?
No, I went by MC Sapling on for like until 2020, I think. I think. Um, nah, really? Maybe, yeah. 2019, something like that. I went as SapLow. No, I changed to SapLow around then. I was MC Sapling for a long ass time. I changed because I was tired of making Minecraft videos, ironically enough. I was like, I don't want to be a Minecraft channel, so I'm changing my name to something that's
Wow.
not
Okay.
Minecrafty.
Yeah,
And then
that's kind of funny.
I just pivoted into Minecraft. Well, I don't know. You can never escape the Minecraft grind, to be fair, but like I I wanted a name that didn't immediately make people think of Minecraft YouTuber, you know, or like a
Yeah.
2000s like rapper. MC Sapling on the
No.
mic.
Now that you're making a mixtape, shit.
Yeah, but I go by Sapling. I could say I'm MC Sapling. That's not a bad idea. That's a fun callback too. Shit. Um, yeah. Well, we'll do that for the next EP.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
already done with that?
The first EP is like all the songs are recorded. I just have to master them. They're almost the one song is missing one bar that needs to be recorded by a friend. Um, and then then I have to mass. I finished 3 songs. The next ones have to be mastered properly, and then I'll think it'll be like 5 or 6 songs by the end of it. I think five
Okay.
songs plus a bonus track.
That's pretty good.
Mhm.
That's pretty good.
Well, I mean, it's pretty good till you listen to them.
Oh, well, whatever. It's like, yo, I was talking to, I've done like 6 or 7 interviews on this topic, and like,
Yeah.
I was talking to some of the other people in the server, like Horace. He's a producer, for
Mm.
example. Like, people shit on you so much in the beginning when you're starting to do something.
That is very true. They do. They're so mean. People are so mean, man.
It's like
Fuck
that one
people, please.
mean, why is everyone so mean to me? Anyway,
Why is everyone so mean to me? Because
uh,
you're a woman. No other reason.
the, you're from Canada, right?
I am. I am from Canada.
Okay, I just confirming. Funny enough, this
I am
whole
Canadian.
whole like urban exploration thing started in Canada. I don't know why, but
Really?
yeah,
Hmm.
it'll be on the video. It's like there's not much to like history. It's very disconnected and fragmented. But some of the more coherent shit is definitely from Canada. Like this one guy,
Really?
Ninjalicious. He was the guy who really coined the term. But anyway, how long have you been playing Minecraft, just out of curiosity?
Oh, I've been playing Minecraft since I was like 8. I remember my friend got me into it in like the version a beta of Minecraft. So beta 1.7.2. Oh no, beta 1.2 I think, and then I ended up getting my own Minecraft account that wasn't my friend's when I was a little older, and it was like release versions of the game, and I've been playing for several years, like over a decade now. God damn.
Yeah, fucking.
God damn.
That's hard to think about.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I started in,
Yeah.
I think I started in like 2013 with like a torrent version.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I predated you by like 3 years. So in
Yeah, yeah.
2011.
You're the OG. Fuck it. I was like,
I'm a real.
yo,
I'm a real one.
I was still sucking my thumb. Like, give me a break.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Oh shit, you're older than me, dude.
Yeah, what? For real?
I'm 20. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Then
I'm
yeah, I
turning
guess
21 this year though.
don't give me a break then. I guess.
Yeah. I just got a what do you call it? My special interest activated earlier than you. It's as simple as that.
I guess.
The tism hit me harder. Ha.
Plus, like I was fucked up. I was in an underdeveloped region or whatever the fuck.
Oh really? Damn.
So like the 3 videos that you made, Quattro Legion, Folk Hack,
Mm-hmm.
why those servers? Like, how did you find those servers?
Well, it goes back because I've been doing this. I've been looking for old Minecraft servers since 2020, the year 2020. So, um, my first ever video about old Minecraft servers goes back to 3 years ago, called the actual oldest Minecraft server. I'll send it to you.
Oh shit.
And that was around the time when I was getting into this, and I went through the old like. I was going through Wayback Machine archives because what happened was the way I got into this interested in old Minecraft servers and like led to me finding these servers was I used to play 2b2t, which I got into through YouTube videos saying it was the oldest
Oh,
Minecraft server.
Jesus.
And that I was like 12, by the way, when I started playing that server. And I was like, this is awesome. This is history and Minecraft, my 2 favorite things. So I really got into the history aspect of it. That was like my biggest appeal. I like that it was like free speech and like do whatever you want, kind of. Like it kind of like that made it like almost more representative of real life a little bit than most Minecraft servers. And it added to that history element I really liked. Like the archaeology and finding the ruins. Like I love that shit. I didn't play it too much, but like I did get into the lore a lot, and I made some history videos. And then like years go by, I ran a couple Minecraft servers, and eventually I got like interested in being like, well, like over time it just like people realized that 2b2t is not the oldest Minecraft server. It's actually Minecraft Online and a couple other servers that are really like older than that. And I was like, if there's other ones that are older, you know, with unreset maps and stuff, because that's the key difference. There's plenty of old servers that are older. There's probably 50 servers that are like started in 2010, and all of them don't have any chunks or any map from that time that is still actively playable, which I just don't count because I'm like, that's an old community, but the world doesn't reflect the age. And that's what I like about Minecraft. It's like the world reflecting the age. So I was like, there's got to be more. So I went on the Wayback Machine, and I was going, hey, there's got to be something on these like Minecraft server lists, right? If you just get a snapshot of a Minecraft server list from 2010, you're going to find a bunch of servers from 2010. One of them is probably going to end up being a Minecraft server that's still up. And so I think I went through like a couple thousand different Minecraft server IPs I just kept putting into my server list on the modern version at the time in 2020. Until I found like this hella old one called Novulen, which is actually, I would say, arguably the oldest Minecraft server that exists. And I made a video about that, and that was how my channel got like popular at first, because a big YouTube Minecraft YouTuber called the Mr. Epic made a video about my discovery, and it got like 2 point something million views on YouTube, and then a little bit of that traffic got me to 1K subs, which was dope. And that kickstarted like actually seriously getting these servers like categorized. At the time, I was just collecting them and like not doing anything with them really. And then I had a fellow like associate reach out to me saying, "Oh, you're interested in old Minecraft servers?" Another 2B player called 4Pilot. He was also interested in old Minecraft servers, and he'd really gone deep on archive like history, the history of like 2B2T, and he'd found like everything cool on there pretty much. And then he got bored of it, so he was like, "I'm moving on to more servers." And so he was like, I told him my method, and he started going through all the addresses and like being really thorough with it, and going through all these servers and finding all of these like old communities and stuff. And then he started sending them to me, and I was like, "Well, we gotta get a place to put all this stuff." So I created a Discord server, and we were just started, just plopping a crap ton of stuff in there. And he ended up getting a connection to these guys. Shit. Forgive me, my brain broken. The Fifth Column, which FitMC, another huge Minecraft YouTuber, made a video about these guys, and they're like really famous griefers because they got really good at they created a program that basically finds Minecraft server IPs without having to Google them or anything. It just goes directly to Minecraft servers and finds out every server that's online. It was what they used to just grief Minecraft servers that have no anti-cheat. But they were able to get a lot of information from each server, including sign data on the servers. So if there's and MOTDs of like, I think there's like 30,000 Minecraft servers online at any given moment, something like that. And you can just keyword search for all of them, through all of them. So you could type in 2010, and then in anyone with an MOTD, which is like a message displayed before you even click on the server, that says 2010, they pop up. Then you can go and you can specifically go, "I'm looking for signs that have the text 2010." And you can just Google that in there, and then you can get a whole list of them. So we ended up getting like a shit ton of servers, and some of them, we went through them, and most of them are like false flags, but we found a lot of like servers that, you couldn't even get by Googling. Like they weren't advertised anywhere. One of those, and then by the end of it, I think all of those servers ended up like, because I started that archive, they all ended up being found that way. When me and Z-Man were touring that abandoned one that had the city that was abandoned, that server, which is Quattro, that was found using basically the exploit in Minecraft code to find all the servers. We was just using like a keyword looking for signs that were like 2010 or whatever, and that's how we found that server, got that address. And because that one was like, they had a wiki, but it was like zero advertising really, so it's like you couldn't find the server just randomly. It's almost impossible. I think we had been the first guests that weren't like personal friends of them, so I've been trying to get people to like start playing the servers and whatnot. And then we took all these addresses that we collected through various means, like going and looking at them. And the other server, MCL, our Malaysian server, in that video, that one was found by someone just going on a current day, not going on the Wayback Machine, current day, and looking for the oldest server on just a publicly available website. And that one was found that way, because they actually did advertise the server. And we just aggregated all of these addresses together, and I created a template. So my job was, I gave up trying to find them. I let other people find the servers now, because it's kind of time consuming to do that. And my whole job basically was just to organize all of the information about all the servers that we got. And so I procrastinated like a whole ton, because it's only been like, as of this year, this server is public, the Discord archive. So very
Okay.
like, literally the first month of this year, I made this archive public. So none of this was public until until 3 months ago or 4 months ago. So this is like a really recent project. So then I created a template. Anyone can submit their server. Shout out, by the way, if you want to submit a server, we'll take anything pretty much. Any server will archive. You just got to submit the template so we can do it. And it's organized to then 10, 12, et cetera. And then inside each one is like a template of like the year the server started, who runs the server, the address, the number of days it's been online, the map download, like random shit. And if there's nothing there, then you just type not NA in it or whatever, like the Discord link, whatever links, just to categorize information about each of these servers, because you might want to know a little bit about each one. And so that was the idea. And now I want to try and move away from a Discord server, because Discord could just delete the server if they just felt like it. And I have I don't want to get all this work deleted. So, and also like a website's just better. So that's something I'm looking for. If anyone's seeing this, you know how to code, and you want to be paid almost enough money to make it worth it. I need someone to help me code the website. Honestly, I don't know how to code. I do want to learn, but I'm lazy. So
Might know one guy, but like I'm not an expert.
Literally, I'll pay him $50 US. Code the website. It's not super complicated. I don't think. I mean, it would be hard for me to do just because I don't know what I'm doing. But it's literally just the Discord layout, but it's a website.
Yeah,
like the way I have it laid.
How do you have this shit? Obviously, I'm not like I don't want to pry too much, but like, how do you have this shit catalog? Just a spreadsheet?
It's on the Discord server directly. So we had a spreadsheet that we went through with all of the addresses, and then I created this template and I just put everything directly into the Discord server. So if you go onto the old server archive Discord, I don't know if you're in there, but you've got like it branched into categories, and then each category has a channel, and the channel is locked so that people can only view the channel. And then in each channel, it's like just information about each of the channels called the name of the server, and then it's got information about the server in a certain format, and all of it's identical for each one, like the format, like layout. And it's just a really simple categorization thing. It just turns out nobody has a website for this kind of thing, and I want to be the first to have it because I have all the information. I just don't have the website skills, and Discord is like not a great place to do that because
yeah.
Just it's not my website. I want it off Discord.
The Sam Hyde way.
Yeah, and so yeah, exactly. Just get it away from like I don't want to like accidentally get banned. Like my account could just get banned for like bullshit reasons, and there goes all the servers. It's like we're fucked. Or like some like moderator or some shit could like get angry at me and delete everything. Like who knows what? It's just like, if it's on my website, nothing's gonna happen. It's mine. It's my website, and then I can put ads. I can make money.
Money, the monions, yes.
Money. Look, I want to be profitable. This ain't a charity I'm running, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of. But yeah, so I'm just looking for that. And yeah, all the addresses were found just through the methods that I mentioned, or random people coming up and telling me about it. Like one guy just played on the server Fullcac, which was the last server we covered, and that server was just one of the players. He's the other guy who helps me archive. He Siege, actually. He was in the video.
Yeah, Siege.
He helps me archive, and he told me about Fullcac because he just played that server. He was just like a player of it. So I don't know how he found it, but it's word of mouth. We miss servers like constantly. There's probably like I'd be willing to bet there are upwards, like this might be a bit too much, but 100 probably old servers from 2010 that we just they have like parts of the map that are unreset, and they've been just continuing in just quietness that haven't been discovered yet because we were just like they're just buried, and like there's so many servers out there, and you can't find them all, right? And it just takes those people who play them to just come out and like mention it to us. Like I definitely am missing a couple that are like not registered at all. So
yeah,
totally just waiting for that to happen. And yeah, at this point I'm like kind of burnt out on all the researching and all that shit. So it's like at this point it's just get people word of mouth, and I think having a website legitimizes that search a lot more. Like something like oldminecraftservers.org or something, or .net or .com would be a nice domain to own or something.
Yeah.
Or,
I
or
felt
just
that
make it oldserver.saplow.com.
.saplow. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt this way when I in the creative process of like writing my first book, when I had done all the research, and then like I was so fucking burnt out. I took like a 6-month break between writing the actual shit and then putting it into latex for like formatting.
Yeah, it's literally what happened with this server, where it was like we got all the info, we'd done all this collection, and then I took 6 months to even maybe a year to just categorize it all because I just like fucking didn't have the energy anymore.
What I really wanted to explore with you was like, I don't have questions written down because I'm not like Ethan Klein or some shit.
Yeah.
But like you, obviously, you talked a bit, well, not a bit, a bunch about like archiving and cataloging. Like, I just want to ask, like, what's the direction behind that? Like, why do you do this just in general?
Um, I think it's because I like it's like my fucking autistic special interest, I guess. I don't know. I Well, I do. I guess I know. It's like it's cool because what I wanted to do is create a resource for somebody like me when I was 12 who was interested in old Minecraft servers and just like no idea, no way to access them. Like a lot of people like to find these servers and they keep them hidden because once they get like brought up to the public, people start breaking them and destroying them, which I think is sort of fair, but at the same time, like not really. Most of these servers have been up for 10 years. They know how to stay online. They know how to just and they can always just whitelist. So. I was just thinking like it's the fact no one else has done it, and it's like it sounds like something that should already exist. Like there's already Minecraft server lists that exist. They're just like there's this one article if you look up Minecraft's oldest servers, it's like top 7 oldest Minecraft servers. It's so inaccurate. It's so funny. And it's only inaccurate like that was the first resource I looked at, and I was like, wow, all these servers suck, and they're not even the oldest servers, and it's just really funny, like what they say are the oldest servers. Like they had servers from 2014 as being like listed as like top 7 oldest servers. It's like that's not like half the servers on there don't even reach top like 30. Um, they don't even reach top 100 oldest. So I was just like, I need a actually good resource, and I was looking specifically for another Anarchy server that was unreset with all this old shit that wasn't destroyed and ruined because 2B2T is like unplayable. It's also this like anything cool that gets found on there is just destroyed in 10 seconds because it's like there's no small town community on there pretty much. Like it's just kind of sucks in my opinion. It's just like it's just people who go on there to like they build a mega base that's cool and then like Housemaster like deletes the entirety of the nether roof or whatever and just ruins something. Like I've got a whole thing about that that I think was stupid that he did that, deleting all those chunks from the nether roof. It's just like I think it's in incompetent hands. The server's not even that old, and all of the old shit that did exist has been nuked to oblivion anyways. I was just looking for something fresh, and I think MCL is kind of that because it's the same concept except you can't cheat. So not being able to cheat just makes the server so much more like slow as far as that destruction and process goes really, so it slows down the amount of like cool shit that just gets destroyed permanently, and then like you can rebuild it and it probably stay out for a while. Plus it's kind of dead. Even now that I've been trying to revive it and get YouTubers to play it, it's like still kind of dead. I've also started an archiving project just for that server, which Siege is like in charge of pretty much now. I've
So,
passed it on to him.
um, so
I guess I
okay,
didn't really answer that question. I'm sorry. Like
no,
here's
no,
this. The reason I started the archive mainly is because nobody else was doing it because it's something I would have loved as like a 12-year-old kid, and that I think it's mildly important internet history. Like as far as Minecraft history goes, it's like these servers will eventually shut down and die out. We might as well try and get people to play them for as long as possible because if people are playing, they're less likely to shut down permanently because they've already stood the test of time. It's like eventually they peter out, and it's like if they could have a player base, that just makes it less likely for them to disappear because once they're gone, they don't tend to come back.
yeah, yeah. Do you know what? That's actually a really good answer because there's this website, abandonedamerica.com. That's like
Hmm.
that has the same interest. It's like photographing abandoned buildings before they are demolished, right?
Oh.
So it's like documenting shit before they disappear. I feel like some of that is absolutely parallel shit. I can't talk to what you
Yeah,
said.
no, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's kind of like what I was my idea. It's not quite like a little bit of it is documenting. Like when it comes to a server where like MCL or 2B2T, where the players can wipe the server themselves and destroy things, and it's a lot more like erosion by the player base exists. Like documenting is really important. Hence why there's a separate archive for MCL purposes, and why 2B2T has like several archiving groups. Because that stuff disappears. And then like my main one here exists so that like I can't really get like copies of the maps of these servers, like it's unless the owners like want to give them out, right? But if their owners, like, it's just to discourage owners. Basically, it's like imagine the houses as being lived in by one person, right? But it's like a duplex or something, or like there's like it's like a housing complex or something. There's supposed to be like 100, 200 people playing, in these buildings, right? And it's just one guy. If that one guy leaves, then you can knock the whole building down because nobody owns it anymore, right? So if you get a lot of people on there, it just like decentivizes them from removing, yeah. So it is kind of similar, I guess, but less on the documentation side and more on the like let's get people involved and hopefully like someone else will do that.
Okay, I understand. So it's partially like revitalizing too.
Yeah, it's like more like getting people to live in the homes again instead of documenting them before they die.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that's also like very common. I've explored like tons of fucking forums, like archives from fucking 1999 or some shit, like BBS servers. In terms of like urban exploration, a lot of the people's cited appeals is like feeling history. Do you feel like exploring Minecraft servers is also partially attractive because of that? I mean, in some of the videos, you even see like I don't remember what server it was, but you were exploring like a city, and you could see the portion where like, okay, this must be like fucking beta because they only use certain types of blocks.
That was Quattro. Yeah.
Or like when you know Quattro, was it Quattro that you noticed like, oh, the downside stairs? That's what everybody was fucking raging about.
Oh no, that was MCL as well. But Quattro has the same thing. Like on the Quattro server, they have like a district that was just created in beta, and you can tell because everything's made out of wood and it looks like it's very blocky and the same. And they go back and they retroactively like retrofit some of it, but like you can tell there's like eras where there's parts. All the servers are like that's what I like about these old servers. They all have that. My favorite part is it is like a re-experiencing the history because it's like you'll walk by like MCL. There's a sign for the 2012, dude. There are 11-year-olds who didn't exist when that sign for a whole year that before when that sign was made. Like it took a whole year before that. Like there's a digital things in this digital realm that have been existing longer than like an entire generation of children, basically. Like that's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's like 2B2T didn't exist when I was born, right? I got to live till I was like about 8 before maybe 6, 7 before they started that server, and like all these same with all these other servers. I existed. I predate them, but they are people who are now like old enough that you can have a conversation with them that didn't exist when these servers were started. And that's just like wild. But like a lot.
Yeah, so, like fucking billions.
Yeah. There's just so many. It's like all the anyone who's 12 right now, Minecraft is older than them.
You feel like this isn't related to like the topic, but do you feel like kids today will still get to experience Minecraft?
Oh hell yeah! I mean, it's Minecraft, dude. Okay, here's this. I run a Minecraft channel. I happen to have a community Discord, and every once in a while, a fucking like 8-year-old child will just join the Discord, and I'll have to ban them. But they exist, and it's like I don't want to talk to.
Of course, children, I understand.
But you get like young. Also, they're always weird. Like this is the sad thing. Is like I really don't think children should be on Discord because they end up fucking being crazy. Like you had this kid. I think he might have been 11 actually. I banned him because he was 11 and it was against TOS to have him in the Discord. But he was talking to me about how he like hates gays. It's like, dude, you're 11. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, like I was like, just like He's like no, his like parents do not like observe what he's up to at all. Like, I had to talk to him for a bit. I was like, this is weird. Also, he
It's
thought I was his
fucking.
friend, and it was like crazy. And then like recently, like as of like a few months ago, he's like 13 now, and he messages me and he's like, "You were like a terrible friend to me. I hate you."
What the hell?
I was like, dude, I was like never your friend. I was just like, I just fucking, I don't know. I was just like, this is not the place for you, dude. Um, it was funny that he like held a grudge about that though. Um, but it's like, you know, so that's definitely proof that children do like go and they enjoy these things. And there were a lot of like younger people who are interested in like older versions of Minecraft. Like that's my like little niche is like I like beta, alpha, InfDev versions of the game because Minecraft's like an ever evolving game, and like each version, like every 10 versions, it's like almost a totally different game, like totally different experience. So um, there's just like eras of Minecraft where you can get kind of like a totally different vibe, totally different experience, and it's nice that you can just go back and play those. And like people do, like young kids do that, and they're like, "This is so cool. These old versions, like I like them so much. Like they're so much better than the current days versions of the game." And they're like, they never experienced them when they came out, which is kind of cool because they don't have that nostalgia about it, and they still like it. So
Yeah, no, that's
yeah.
something that I've definitely noticed. Like me and an Italian friend of mine, like a high school friend,
Hmm.
we went back to Minecraft after the pandemic, like maybe a year ago. And all the
Hmm.
shit they added since 2019 is like, what the fuck is even going on?
Yeah, it's too much, really. Like they need. Well, it's not that it's too much. It's that Minecraft needs to reevaluate why they add shit and like just it. They need like 3 updates that just fix like performance issues and make stuff that's pointless and useless and stupid not pointless, useless and stupid. Like they need to remove phantoms or make them not annoying. They need to
Phantoms are those
there's so much.
purple things, right?
Yeah, and yeah, they're the flying creatures or whatever
Yeah,
that
okay.
hit you when you don't sleep for like 2 days. They're so annoying. They just there's so much stuff that needs to like be rethought out because it's like everything once you hit a certain point, everything in the game is just annoying. It's not a challenge. It's like all the challenges become annoying. They're not a challenge. There's no threat. It's just annoying. It's a lot of busy work that's just annoying. And it's like the game should probably not be annoying once you hit the late stage ever because it's supposed to be a game, supposed to be like engaging the whole time. Instead, it's just like why this is like they're punishing me for like advancing further in the game and getting more tools. Just I don't know.
Yeah, some of the shit
There's
like
there's a lot of bloat. There's a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
bloat.
that's what I was about to say. Like when
Yeah.
the first thing that I noticed was like I think in the server when we started it was like an axolotl. Like, what do you want me to do with
Yeah.
this? What is this?
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing. I don't even know what they do. I have one on my server, and it's like in a bucket in my inventory. I'm
Yeah,
never gonna use it.
I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
do anything, at least as far as I'm aware. It's like
Yeah.
it's
Did
just
you?
cute. Same with like frogs. It's like they don't matter.
Yeah. Did you um? Did you watch a lot of Minecraft content?
I did, yeah. I watched a lot of Paul Soares Jr. He's like probably my number one go-to old Minecraft YouTuber. I watched a lot of FitMC and the Camping Rusher during the TBCT era. Baron Dome, Salsy one as well. They're kind of newer though. Other Minecraft YouTubers, I mean, I was mildly interested in the Dream SMP for a bit, but this is coming to like newer me, less young. When I was really young, it was like a bit of Bayesian Canadian as well. I watched him,
Shout out.
and yeah, he's cool. He's Canadian too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's. Did
um,
you know what? That's actually interesting because I grew up on Minecraft content too, and it was mostly like
yeah.
the European guys, like Keralis, for example.
I don't know if I've ever heard of him. To be fair, I was very like secluded in my interests. Like I think I wasn't allowed to watch YouTubers who swore, so I mostly just watched Paul Source Jr. because he wouldn't swear because he's like a dad. Maybe Dan TDM as well. Like it is funny to think though. It's like I'm so fortunate that like my children's slop entertainment was like Paul Source Jr., Dan TDM. Like I didn't really watch popular MMOs. Maybe a little bit of Sky Does Minecraft and Ant Venom and the other guy. Who was the other guy?
Captain Sparkles, maybe.
Captain Sparkles, yeah. Like it was like those people, like kind of people. I was like, that's so fortunate that my slop, like my version of Coco Melon, is that, because that's just like, it's just like understimulating, like whatever. But it's like fine, you know. It's like that and Lego stop motions. Like that was my children's slop. Nowadays, children's slop is horrendous. It's
Oh yeah,
genuinely
fucking
terrifying.
Skibidi, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't actually mind that too much. Skibby Toilet. That
It's
seems
fucking,
like some
come
sort
on.
of art thing.
It's just
Fine.
Gmods, SFMs. We had
Yeah,
that
that's
shit.
cool. I like Gmod source filmmaker stuff. That's fine.
We had
But
that shit too.
I do agree. It's kind of cringe. I mean, it's cringe. It's children like it. Babies, literally like 8-year-olds like it. It's fine.
I
That's
feel
not
like
the worst. The worst stuff is like brainless. Like it's actually not even that. Like all the stuff. It's like it's the stuff that's not that famous. That's spam channels, like Indian spam channels on like the YouTube Kids that none of us will ever watch. That just post like the color. This is the color red. This is the color blue. That stuff is like that's killing babies. It's literally killing babies' brain cells.
You know what?
Like it's like
I wrote about this in the book that I published, but I think another guy,
yeah?
Dino, is working on a book regarding this. It's like how novelty affects children, specifically like giving them devices like electronic devices. I don't know if
Do
you
not give them
like.
iPads.
Yeah, yo, this is something that I
So
was about
bad
to
for
say.
them.
Like every time I go out to a restaurant and I see a little family together, it's like as soon as the baby starts crying, like yeah, give them the fucking iPad so they stop crying.
Oh, that's so bad. You know what they used to do? They used to just give the child alcohol until he shut up. We
Yeah.
got so. I would rather. I would rather we go back to drugging your children with real chemicals instead of putting a fucking iPad in them. No.
Yo, you wildin', Sonny.
No. But I don't know. I don't know. It's like, what do you do? And you're like, you want your baby to shut up. It's really effective, but it's like so bad. Like I guess you just like parents just have to deal with fucking whiny child. Okay, I don't care. I'm sorry. You had the baby. You didn't have to in this economy. Fuck you. Raise your child properly. Let him cry in public. Be embarrassed.
Yeah, like
I'm
that.
not super sympathetic, I guess.
That one fucking Brian is fucking screaming at the baby. What that clip? It's like you tone this out,
I've
huh?
never seen that.
Ah, it's so fucking funny. But no,
Dude,
I get that. I understand.
apparently
As
slapping a piece of cheese on their head just makes them stop talking.
I
Like
think
the plastic
there's
cheese. You
a
just
couple of
slap it on their face.
there's a couple of
just
things
shut up.
that you can do to like make them shut up. One of them is like crying back at them. I guess they just
Oh.
fucking stop.
I think it's just you gotta recalibrate their brain with a new thing.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
just like start making a really weird face at them. They'll just be trying to process and they won't understand. Just
Yeah,
like do
shit.
some put a book in front of their face. Dangle some car keys in front of their. It's like something will do it. It's like feed the baby. When they're crying, what they want is to be fed. They want to don't put an, they don't want an iPad. They want milk. Give them milk. All right,
Nah,
give them milk,
they
and then-
want a bunch of shit. Like that's my problem too. It's like children cry, like babies cry also when you don't give them attention, and like giving them an iPad and like telling them to shut up is not a good solution to that.
No. Yeah.
Anyway, I only have like 2 questions left. Really.
Yeah.
Is this like the exploration you do? Is this limited to Minecraft? Because like Z-Man mentioned abandoning or like exploring abandoned buildings at some point.
Oh yeah.
I think it was
I'm
the Legion server, but I don't know.
yeah. He's a more adventurous fellow than I am. I would be down to explore some abandoned shit in real life. Like I think that's fun. I have done it a couple times with my friends. I think like nothing crazy though. It's more like you know like liminal spaces where it's like it's just like a parking lot at night or like in a construction zone at night kind of thing. Like where I'm from, we don't really have a lot of like abandoned buildings exactly. It's mostly new buildings or old buildings that are being lived in. So it's like not a lot of like opportunity to do that. Mostly just like wandering around at night, experiencing the suburbia. Yeah, but I totally would if there was more of them. It's just they're actually kind of rare here.
Yeah, they like in certain okay, this is the thing about Eastern Europe. I grew up in Eastern Europe, but like the largest ever abandoned building, like largest current abandoned building, is the communist headquarters in Bulgaria.
No.
So like a lot of abandoned buildings are connected to like ideologies that just got phased out.
Mm.
Like I don't know if since Canada is like a pretty peaceful region, I don't think there's too many buildings that have lost their purpose. But that's
Yeah,
just me.
yeah.
Maybe that's just me.
That's true. Yeah, we don't have a lot of like abandoned political stuff. You have like abandoned residential buildings. I think that's about it. Occasionally, but it's like most of the time when we have like a housing crisis. So it's like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you don't have to tell me
no,
that. Holy shit.
very, yeah, very few buildings stay abandoned for very long.
Yeah. I mean, shit, squatters will move in. Shit.
That too, yeah, yeah. That's also like a lot of homeless people fucking. It's like why go into an abandoned building when it's not even abandoned. It's just a crack house.
Yeah, that's true. Uh, well, this is like a tangent, not related, but what do you think of like the Canada 100 million kind of plan?
Wow, you have to describe that to me. I don't know. I'm not super familiar with that. 100
Uh,
million plan?
yeah, I don't. Give me a moment. So, okay, Century Initiative, right?
Hmm.
This is like
Is
the.
that like
Yeah, go
to,
ahead.
to preserve buildings?
No, this is something. This is unrelated, but like kind of
Oh, okay.
related. Bleh, obviously related to the housing crisis and whatnot. So Canada, the current government of Canada, from what I understand, and like I'm a Eurofag, so you'll have to tell me. But
Hmm.
the current goal that they have in mind is to grow Canada's population to 100 million people in the next century, so like 2100.
Oh, good luck. I didn't know that. I don't see. I don't know. I feel like I've never heard of this, but I mean, if they want to grow it to 100 million, that's interesting that they want to do that. Probably for economic reasons, it'd probably be beneficial, but because like
Yeah, definitely.
pretty sure the housing crisis isn't like a is not it's like not the not it's not a population problem. It's a house making problem.
Sure, but the housemaking problem is obviously. I mean, like, okay, let's say you need 100 million people. Let's divide that up into like years, 80 years to do it. Just about, maybe more like 70. To import, I don't know how many people, like 70 million people, 1 million people per
Yeah.
year. How are you gonna build
Yeah.
like 500,000 houses per year?
I think that's like I think that's actually just what is it? Obscenely optimistic. It's not like birth rates are not high enough and we can't import enough Indian people for that. So,
That should be Indians, bro. Lamal. I don't really get to experience most of that because, I mean, I live in somewhat of like a band, and I don't want to say abandoned. It's a lively place, but like I don't know, people just don't migrate here for whatever reason. Everyone wants to go like Germany or some shit.
where are you?
Or where am I?
Like Eastern Europe? Or like
No, I'm
whereabouts is
in
that? Like
like
what country?
I'm southern Italy.
Oh, okay, okay. Hmm. I don't know. Like I know that like Europeans are kind of like a little different because they got big racial homogeny there. So it's like y'all are all white, you know.
I guess.
It's like it's like Italians are like a race of people, you know. Like there's no race of Canadians, so
That's
it's
true.
a lot easier to assimilate. Like one thing that's been crazy for me to like just like thinking about it, it's like second generation or for like anyone who is born in Canada who's from immigrant parents, it's almost immediately their fucking language and like their culture, the connections are almost severed entirely. It's crazy. It's like 2 generations in, they're just Canadian. They're not even like what they have no connection anymore. It's like they'll half know. Like the first generation might either be fluent in their original language, like Hindi or something. Second generation, nothing, absolutely nothing. Or they're half fluent by the first generation. It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
the Canadian like
Bless you.
culture just. Thank you. Just it just swamps you. It just like if you are an immigrant and you come to Canada, be warned, your children will not be like you at all. They're gonna be Canadian, which is a good thing, I think.
You know,
Which is also why Canada is like so fine with just importing mass amounts of like people who barely speak fucking English.
you know what
It's also Chinese
J-Reg was
people as
talking
well.
about this shit, and
Yeah.
when he was kind of upset about Too Mad. But yeah.
Oh yeah, what I was saying about immigrants coming here, not speaking very much English, and also their not getting enough sun, not getting enough sunlight.
Yeah, I guess when you're
Something
not
like that.
used to that, and but even like I would say socially as well, I feel like integrating in poor societies. I don't want to call them poor because they're not like we're not talking about South Sudan, right? But like integrating in those societies, especially as a black person, maybe it's a little bit easier. Like you just go to school, you make a lot of friends. Like internet shit doesn't even come into question until you're like 18 or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I grew up in a place where they had no black people, really like just a few Indian people, and mostly like the biggest Asian, like the biggest immigrant population or foreigner population kind of thing was Asians, like Chinese
Mm.
and Japanese. And it's like even that was small. It's very very white where I grew up, but that's not like everywhere. Like I'm in Toronto right now, and Toronto is like lots of Indian people, lots of Chinese people, also like more black people than I've ever met in where I'm from
That's
in
funny.
Canada. So
Yo,
yeah,
the entire history of Urbex, like the modern era, like there's a lot of shit like 17th, sorry, no, 18th, 19th century stuff out there, like Charles Hemstreet and that one guy who got lost in the Paris catacombs. But like the modern era of urban exploration started in Toronto itself, um,
oh really?
with this thing called Infiltration Magazine. And like the first article was talking about this. Actually, let me see if I can find it. But it was this abandoned metro station in Toronto.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. I like the metro is really cool. I think we don't have that where I'm from in Canada either. BC, I'm from BC, just for context.
Not like Vancouver.
No subway in BC. It's not that I've been on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. My last question is
I
like,
guess we got the SkyTrain or whatever. It's not quite the same.
yo, we have like bus. That's it, bus.
Yeah.
Public transport,
Bus is a classic.
just bus. We don't even call it bus. We just call it Pullman. But like my last question, you briefly mentioned this with the fifth column and like
Yeah.
griefing and all this shit.
Yeah.
What's your view on like vandalism, right?
I'm pro allowing people to grieve. I think like there's a difference between like yeah, I don't know. I like in the real world, I'm not really pro vandalism. I think that people should, go to jail for breaking windows and shit. Or at least, get financially punished for some degree or something, But as far as in Minecraft goes, I'm totally pro griefing. I think it makes Minecraft feel like less stagnant if you're allowed to just like it makes it if things being not permanent, right? Like erosion doesn't exist in Minecraft, so uh, players being able to just place blocks and break blocks wherever they go, that adds like a certain amount of erosion to the Minecraft world. It's like a biome or like a mechanic in itself. Just like people will like visiting your base will break something or replace something, and it just like over time that will just destroy it. They not destroy, but it'll add some texture, some flavor to a build. I like that. I also like the fact that something I could build could be destroyed tomorrow, and there's nothing I can do about it. Because the fact that it's temporary makes it like worth doing. I don't know. Something about like I don't want to build a building that's impressive if I know that it'll be like artificially enforced and put there like a museum and no one can ever interact with it. And also knowing that, it won't be destroyed ever. Like I like the idea that a building stands the test of time, right? Like I guess an old building, what's cool about it is that it's around as long as it is. Like there's a reason we like keep old buildings around. Is because it's like this one is cool and it's been around for 100 years. Like that's impressive that it wasn't knocked down or destroyed or taken apart for 100 years. So when it could easily have been taken down, replaced with a newer building, et cetera, et cetera.
That's true.
And then as far as vandalism in real life goes, I don't see it as super productive, and I do think it's bad. But if you go like graffiti is different. I think if it's like art, it's kind of cool. And if it's like I don't know, vandalism of something that's like abandoned and just whatever, it's like if it's being used by other people, then it's a problem. Like I like here's someone who griefs on a Minecraft server is an asshole. Like straight up, like like actually just going out of their way to destroy shit, asshole. But like, do I think they shouldn't be allowed to do it? Like, you need assholes to make it fun. And since it's a game, it's more fun in my opinion if I have to hide, if I have to be like aware that this could just be gone tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess, but it's also just fun to grieve. Like you have to understand that. It's just funny. It's fucking funny.
Oh yeah. I mean, it can be fun, totally. I mean, it isn't like real life either. It's fun to, and even in real life, it's fun to break shit as well. It's fun to go smash a window or something. Like that's why people in like COVID loved rioting so much. It's just fun.
Yeah,
Like
I guess.
in America, like there's that whole protest thing. My hot take on that was it was like just people that were fucking bored and it was COVID. Like I don't know, it was weird because it's like usually a violent protest. I'm like thinking to myself that was like if they're violent, they're not like the government doesn't like want them, so it's cool. And usually like it'll accomplish something, but it felt so pointless. It was so like ridiculously pointless to me.
I'm gonna.
So funny.
I don't want to yap too much about this, but like I really love this shit. Do you remember like the London riots, like pandemic, like post-pandemic? Whatever. It was
I
like
know. In America, or I was only really paying attention to America
no,
once.
like UK. I'm not from the UK, but
Yeah. Okay.
people just started like rioting, like looting shit for whatever fucking reason.
Yeah.
Like there was
What did-
no consensus on what the reason was.
Yeah, I think it was just like mass hysteria. Like people were so fucking bored of being inside. This is what happens when
This,
the government overreaches. It was just a reaction to like take your COVID shot and stay inside for the next 2 years. Everyone
but
was like,
you know
what the fuck?
you know what my critique of this is.
Mm.
I feel like this is the same critique that Gokanaru put forth against Nico. Is like your conception, the people's conception of freedom in that case is exactly the fucking definition of contingency, like depending on preconditions, right? Like, okay, let's say you feel unfree in like some kind of government that focuses profit over everything, right? The
Yeah.
first thing you do is like rob a fucking store because you need money. It's like, come on, you're just validating the fucking system.
Yeah. It's like when the rioters are rioting, and instead of going through to government buildings and fucking shit up, or going to a police station and destroying that, they go to like Louis Vuitton and Walmart.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you don't care about it. Like you're clearly like not here to actually do something. You're here to just like fucking either like steal something and make money, or just to just fuck around, and that's fine. But like, it's like just to me, like for some reason, particularly the COVID ones, like I just was like something about this just ringing hollow to me. Like to some people, it definitely was like a thing, and they were taking it serious. But for the most people, I felt like it was just something to do.
What about like the Canadian trucker thing?
I'm more actually. At first, I was like, "Fuck these guys! They're protesting, and it's like inconveniencing everyone." Like in Canada, we're like, you schedule your protest with the government, and like, do your thing, and it's scheduled, and you do it for like a day or a week or something, and then everybody goes home after the end of the day. But like the more I've been talking to like Gokanara and the like people at the studio here, and like I actually think, like especially like Gokanara was telling me, it's like when a protest is organized. I think he says this on his own Clips channel as well. And his streams. It's just when it's organized when you sign your protest up with the government, you're organizing. It's like literally not a protest anymore. Like when protesting is like has cops around you to just keep an eye on things, like and they're just like making sure nobody gets hurt. Like at a protest, it's not a real protest. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's like a so when the truckers did was they shut down like what is it, all of like fucking Toronto or I don't know I'm not actually they just shut down traffic in a major city for like they just held the like city in hostage for like a long ass time like that was like genuinely like causing the government problems and they had to like break the like I don't know we don't have a constitution I don't know what we have but it was a charter of rights or something like they literally had to enact like the Trudeau is a dictator and then they freeze what is it like $1 trillion or $2 billion of bank accounts like they had to like basically do some fucked up shit to get them to do it to change the thing which is like that's crazy they had to enact like wartime level measures to get these people to go and like that means that to me seems like it was legit like that was real
Yeah, yeah.
um
That's why, yo, I don't know how much you know
mhm.
about like Europe, but we protest fucking hard. Like we,
Yeah,
there's,
yeah,
I don't know if you saw the farmers protest like 2 months ago, but literally like
yeah.
unloading tons of fucking cow feces at government buildings.
Dude, so what was that about?
So it was about a couple of things. It was mostly about energy prices. The European Union is taxing diesel. And the problem with that
Mm,
is every single farm machinery runs on fucking diesel. So I don't know what they
mm,
expected. And then the second thing was like the European Union was trying to limit the kind of crops that you can grow. Like it would tell farmers, okay, or not even to limit, to like dictate, tell them, yo, during season A, you need to grow crop A. Otherwise, we're gonna fucking fine you up the ass.